Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome to Factorio. Now this has been a series that's been requested a lot. Like probably the most highly requested series of anything. And it's something that I've been really wanting to play. I really have. It's been a matter of time. And finding the time to do it and everything and to pull the trigger on it and start it. And anyways, there's a trailer out. If you haven't checked it out, it's a game called Satisfactory. And the trailer came out a bit ago, and I watched that, and I was like, okay, yeah, I've got to just get on Factorio because it's something I've been really wanting to play. So, anyways, I downloaded it last night, and I got on it for the first time, and I was like, I'm just gonna play for like an hour, because I was actually really tired and I was ready to go to bed, but I figured I'd hop on there, I'd do the tutorial, and then I'd be done. Well, I did the tutorial, and I was like, oh, this is alright, it's kind of fun. And so, I went and did, I did just a new game. I didn't do the campaign. Yes, yeah, I don't know, campaigns I'll do it at some point. But, anyways, I did just a new game, which is what we're going to do right now, but, basically just start up a map and just start going. And then I got sucked into it. Ended up playing like 5 or 6 hours. I don't know. I was on there for a while. So, anyways, we're gonna do a new game. And the preset, we're gonna go with. I looked through all of these like rich resources. There's a lot of resources. Marathon. This is the one I've been playing in just like what I was playing around with. Recipes and technologies are more expensive. I like that. I like the difference that it makes. Now, there's also Death World Marathon, which seems like it would be fun, but it says only select this if you're a Factorio veteran. I'm not a Factorio veteran. I've played like 5 or 6 hours. I'm not a veteran at all. Like, I was automating like the little research stuff and everything. I'm still very new to Factorio. I've seen stuff on it, but as far as actually playing it, I'm fairly new. So we're just gonna go with straight marathon. And then later on down the line, we'll probably do a Death World Marathon. It's a super fun game. It's super fun. We're going to leave Peaceful Mode off. Enable Replay now. We're going to leave this as Infinite Map. And our map seed. The map seed, you can't do letters. You have to do numbers. So let's go with 7256391. So 7256391 is going to be our map seed. So there we go. And resource settings, I'm going to leave all this as normal. Just standard stuff this time around. That seems reasonable. Pollution's enabled. Enemy expansion's enabled. Evolution's enabled. Recipes and technology are expensive. And the technology price multiplier, we're going to leave it as 4. So just basic marathon settings. And let's go ahead. Let's look at the preview for this. We're going to be in a desert. Okay, cool. It's actually, funny story, that's actually where my, the little world I was playing around on, it's in a desert. And like, resources are like super scarce there. Like, I had to go like quite a ways to get everything. Like, it's all spread out. Okay, so this is tips and tricks, just a little information. I've read through a lot of these, but there's a lot of them. Like, they just keep going. So let's go ahead. This is the Factorio free play. Your task is to launch a rocket into space. Do this by constructing a rocket silo and launching a rocket with a satellite. You'll need to research advanced technologies in order to unlock the rocket silo. Start small, work your way up with automation, and don't forget to protect yourself from the natives. Okay. And whoa, that is a huge iron vein. Oh, this is pretty big. This is like way bigger than any of the other ones I've ever seen. Of course, this is only like my second world. And there's coal right here. I should go ahead and... let's see. I'm going to make axe. And we're going to start gathering up some resources here. And for those of you that don't know what Factorio is about, it's basically just about automation and working your way up to like crazy big factories, more or less. Okay, I'd say that's enough coal for right now. And I'm going to gather up a little bit of this iron. Not a whole lot. Let's see, they gave us a burner mining drill and a stone furnace. Let's go ahead, actually, and we're going to set up our burner mining drill on the iron, in fact. And I'm going to put it, we'll put it right over here on this vein. And we're going to go ahead and add our coal to that. And then we need to get ourselves some wood, because I don't want to have to sit and pick that stuff up, and I don't have the resources at the moment to make like conveyors and all that stuff. But oh, stone. Stone, I was having to go around and mine this stuff for a while. Whenever in my other world, I finally found a stone vein, you know, to actually like set up miners on. But man, I was like, it was actually really close to where I started, but it was hidden like kind of in this brush, and it took me a bit to find it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just make a chest, and we'll just put that right there, and that way this can start running and basically depositing all the iron into this, which will be great. Okay, and I guess we'll go ahead and set up the furnace, because I'd like to start moving into some automation here pretty quick and getting some drills up and going. I will say this game, it starts off kind of slow. Like, you're like mining coal and iron and all that stuff, and it, you know, it feels... if you're not familiar, if you're one of the few people that haven't played Factorio yet, I'm going to assume that probably most of you have played Factorio. But you start off like really slow, and then it escalates really fast. So our iron we can drop in there, we can start smelting that for iron plates. And I need to find... Whoa, look at all the iron up here. It's insanity. Is this stone right here? Yes, it is stone. And then I think copper right over there. Is there any coal nearby? I mean, I can open up the map here, and you can see there's iron ore, like 430,000, 497,000, 83,000, 501,000. There's coal right there, but I don't really see much in the way of coal anywhere else. Oh, there's some coal right over here, 89,000. But I'm going to have to move my coal a decent ways, it looks like. Which, that's fine. That's okay. So I actually think we'll probably end up moving all this stuff over to... maybe more in like this area, because I've got stone, copper, iron. Well, actually, maybe. I don't know. We'll start down here, though. Right now, I just need to focus on... Right now, I just got to focus on the basics, basically. Okay, so we've got iron plates coming in. Let's go ahead and... I would like to make another... It's under this tab. I need... I need 30. That's right. I need 30 iron plates. It's a little bit more expensive in marathon mode, and I'm out of coal. That's fine. Okay, so I've got enough plates now. Let's go ahead and get a burner mining drill, and let's get another chest. You can see at the bottom left, if you're not familiar with the game, it kind of queues up your stuff that you're crafting. But we can craft auto crafters as well. I have a bunch of those running like in my other world. Because I was like automating lots of things. Okay, so let's go ahead and set up a miner right there. And we'll just put our chest down here for right now. Drop our coal in. This is going to start automatically mining coal for us. Great. And I'll help it out a little bit, because my iron mining is not running at the moment. I'd like to get that up and running. So, there we go. And use so much coal. Like, so much coal. So now that we've got that stuff up and going, I don't know if I just want to move straight into electrical power. We need 100 plates for that. Or if I want to bother with like burner inserters. I tell you what, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and craft up a couple conveyor belts. We're going to set up like a little temporary thing right here. And we'll just run our conveyor belts over. Wait. It's fine. I'm going to have to move this back actually. Set it right there. Go. And then I'm going to pull up this chest, and we'll swap it with a conveyor line. And then we'll craft up our burner inserter. I'm just going to make probably just like one of these, I think, and rotate it so the arrow faces the furnace. And then we're going to have to give it a little bit of coal. I try to, like, I know in my other world, I try to move out of like the burner stage as fast as possible. Which is probably like really slow to most people, but I'm still new at all this, so it is what it is. And that basically it's only going to keep like so much. Like once it gets down to I think like 2 ore or something like that, we'll actually see the burner inserter moving. And there it goes. It's going to take, it's going to drop iron ore from the conveyor line into the smelter basically. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead, actually, these are pretty cheap. I'm going to go ahead and make another one. As well as a couple more furnaces. And we'll go ahead and do 2 of these. So, that. This is very basic, so. But my plan is I would really like to get into, like, you know, some really cool stuff and try to make things look kind of nice as I do it. Because, of course, at heart, I'm a builder, so I'm going to do my best to make things look nice. I mean, this really, at the end of the day, this really isn't a building game, but I think you can build. It's just not, I mean, I'm not going to be building like a house. I'm going to be building like a city of automation, basically. Okay, and, oh, whoops. I faced these the wrong way. I still do that. It's a noob mistake, I'll go ahead and tell you. So we got all 3 of those running, and they're producing iron plates for us. Eventually, we're going to want a bunch of these. I have a bunch of furnaces in my other world. So, and I need to get up there and start mining up that copper and stone as well, because that's going to be kind of important for us. So, let's see. Yeah, but I'm going to need a bunch of stone plates. Okay, while that's running, I'm going to go gather up some rocks, and I'm actually probably just going to gather up some of these big ones, if I can find more than just this one. Because these have like 22 stone in them, which is pretty good. Pretty good. And I'm going to gather up. Actually, I probably don't need a ton of this stuff, in truth. I think stone should be our next thing that we get auto mining going for. And I need to go check on, that's 30 pieces. That'll be good. And there's lots of like little tricks you can do. I've noticed, like, when I was just reading through like the tips and tricks, a lot of really cool things that you can do. Yeah, that one miner's not even going to run all 3 of those, like, ever. Like, for example, I can, is it control? Yeah, control and right click. And we can just grab the stuff out of there. And there's coal. I want to make sure that thing keeps going. Okay, now, I don't know if I just want to go straight for... Yeah, we're going to start setting up for electrical power. I think. Does this need... I don't think we need stone, really, for much of this. It's mainly just going to be iron plates. Yeah. Yeah, we're just going to go straight for electrical power. So let's make ourselves a boiler. Let's make a... Well, we're going to need quite a bit of pipes, in fact. We'll go ahead and queue up a bunch of those. And we're going to want an offshore pump. Oh, we do need copper for that, though. Only five plates. Let me go ahead and make a stone furnace. I really don't want to have to make more of these drills because we're not going to use them for very long. We're going to move right out of those. It's just better in the long run. So I think I'm just going to hand mine like a little bit of copper. I said we needed 10 plates. That's actually not that bad. So right here's our copper. Oh, my axe is broken. I really like the electrical power on here. I really, really do. And we need to start getting, as soon as we get electrical power up and going and start running that and start upgrading things and really moving into automation, I want to, like, first thing I discovered in my other world, the very first thing you need to go for is automating Science Pack 1s and setting up a laboratory so you can start doing research because it helps out so much. I've got like 5 labs right now. I mean, it's not a lot, but I have 5 labs that run like nonstop with Science Packs 1s. And it's just, it helps a lot. Okay, I need to set this stuff up and get this smelting. We'll just toss it there. There you go. Get that copper turning into copper plates. And there we go. Okay. And then we got the, let's see, we got the boiler. I need to make the steam engine. I should maybe have enough plates now. No, I've only got 72. Okay. In my other world, I made a bunch of these like burner miners, like early on. But then I discovered like after you hit like electrical power, you don't use these anymore. And so I just had like a bunch of them. So I pretty much just like wasted a bunch of materials there. like long term. So, okay, let's go ahead and get our offshore pump, and then I'm going to need, okay, I'm still waiting on some more iron plates because I just made that offshore pump. But we can go ahead and get the water set up. We've actually got a lake right over here. I was going down because that's actually kind of in the direction where I would be going to my lake on the other world, so I do apologize. This is actually a really nice little spot, though, because I've got, like, all the resources right in here, and it's actually not too bad. Okay, we're going to set up our offshore pump, like, right here, I think. We'll go ahead and just run the water out away from that a little ways. And we're going to set up, see, I want them to face in this direction. Yeah. We're going to set up our boiler right there so the water comes in. We do have to supply this with coal, so we'll go ahead and just dump in some coal. And it's going to boil that water into steam, and then we're going to run the steam out the front here and just kind of bring this over about as far as we can go to right there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up an engine, a steam-powered engine. And I need to get, once we get stone up and going, oh, this thing's already stopped. Basically, where I set it up, there wasn't a whole lot of iron. So, it's already mined up all the iron that was there. And was just kind of hanging out. Okay, so we can order the steam engine now. And then we're also going to want a bunch of these small electric poles. I'm going to need a little bit more copper. And then we're going to have to make an electric mining drill, which is copper and iron. Ooh, I should probably... Maybe waiting to get copper up and going wasn't the best. I figured I'd try something a little bit different. I am initially on my other world. I think I did better as far as starting. But I was like, well, I want to try something a little bit different. But okay, well, anyways, we got our engine. So let's go ahead and just set this thing up. Just connect it up to the pipes right there. And it needs to be plugged up with a power cable. So we're going to have to do that. So let's set this up here for right now. And start making our plates. And then I said we needed 25 and 1. Okay, I guess it's not that bad to mine it by hand, but... Okay, so I've got some iron plates, or copper plates I've got more running that are making. So, and then we're going to need 70 iron plates. Let me go ahead and get like small electric poles. Let me get maybe 4 to start with. I think that'll be alright. And let me go see how the iron plates are doing. And then we're about to really start upgrading all of this and making it a whole lot better. I've actually got quite a bit of coal that's built up. Yeah, that single miner, see, I had like 3 of those running. Like the coal ones. Oh, and maybe that's a better way to go about it, but I just figured we'd do something a little bit different here. Okay, so we're going to run these out, make sure the wires, of course, connect, and I'll tell you what, let me actually, since I'm coming out in this direction. Okay, yeah, I'm going to need one more order of small electric poles. And then we just need our electric miner. Oh, and then we need, let's see, we're going to need inserters. And furnace. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our electric mining drill. We won't have to worry about copper anymore. Iron's still going to take a second, you know. But then we'll make, I'll be making electric poles and running those over. So for the record, probably go with a few more burning mining drills before you push on into electrical power. I didn't even have every resource coming in. Okay, so let's see. This, we're going to run this, you know what, actually we might not even need that. Yeah, we will. We will, in fact. We're going to set up our miner right there and just run our power line over. That's going to start running. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a few conveyor belts. And we'll go ahead and run these out. I'm going to need a few more of those. And I'm also going to need to get an inserter. And I'm probably just going to go ahead and go with an electric one. And this is a long run, actually. Okay, so I'm going to order that. I'm going to order that, and we'll go ahead and get small electric poles. That's just a matter of copper, really. And then we'll go ahead and just set that up. Let's go ahead and run. Let's see. I'm going to run a power cable over to. I'm going to run a power cable over to like right here. And then we'll go ahead and there's that. And these do still require coal. Let's go ahead and just dump a bit in there. That's going to start running and making us copper plates automatically. Okay, and then I need to start running power out away from this. And I need to bring the power down over towards our coal and iron area. And then I need to get stone set up as well. Stone's going to be important. I mean, I can get by without having stone, like fully automated right this second, but we are going to need some of it here pretty soon. And I'm just going to run, I'm just going to run these out. Nothing fancy at the moment. We don't even have roads yet. Like, this is like very bare bones setup. But like I said, it does start escalating really fast. Like here soon. Like we're just about to hit the point where it really starts escalating, honestly. Let's get a few of these. And I guess I'm going to run it straight for the iron area first. I think that's what I want to do. And then there's our plates. I've almost got enough to make our drill. I just need... Oh, I need 70 plates. These are a little bit expensive. A little bit. A little bit expensive for like a couple minutes longer. And then we'll be good. Okay, I've got everything that we need to make our new electric mining drill. Which is great. I'm actually going to keep this mining drill up and going for now. And then I'm just going to put the electric one like right over here. So we'll go ahead and just run... I think if we put a power cable right there, that should be good. Okay, and that's finishing up. There we go. And we're going to set this down right there. And that's going to start mining. Look at that. And it's quite a bit faster than this one. So we should see a good speed difference. And now that that's going, we should get in iron plates at a decent rate, and I can start expanding on miners, because we're going to need a bunch of these. And I also want to go ahead and make some electrical-based inserters. We're going to need more iron plates for that. Let's go ahead and get 2. I would really like 3. I need more copper, though. Okay, let me run up here and get some of that. And then I need to get coal, like, being pulled out and sent places. And then coal, like, power ran down to the coal area and all that stuff, too. And then I need to get stone automated also. So many things to do. Like, when you first start Factorio, it's just like, oh my gosh. And then I really need to get this stuff automated. Like, in a bad way. Once I get the mining all situated, I need to start on laboratory stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and get one more of these electrical inserters. Let's pull up that. Let's pull up that. And that. And then we'll go ahead and set these up. These are a little bit faster, a little bit better, and they're gonna use power instead of coal, so I don't have to feed coal into that anymore. And if you've played Factorio before, you're probably like, what a noob. You don't know what you're doing, Asgard. And it's true. I'm still very new to it. Okay, so now we can get another electric mining drill, and I think I'm going to go ahead and set this one up for copper or coal. Which one do I want to do? 'Tis the question. Tell you what, I'm probably actually going to set this one up, another iron one, because we go through iron plates so much very, very quickly. Oh, wait. I just pulled all the coal out of that. That's not what I wanted to do at all. And this one's doing okay on copper for right now. We are going to have to speed that up, add more miners here in a minute. And of course, I do need to get stuff ran up to the stone and the coal, but I think I'd rather prioritize iron plates right this second. Then we're going to start running, because we're going to need a bunch of them for conveyors. So let's go ahead and set up another mining drill. We'll just put this one like right over here. And then we'll run the conveyors out like that. Let me make up more of these. There we go. a lot more iron coming down the line. And then I should probably couple that with, I think, stone furnaces, maybe 2 more of those. And we'll just put them on this side of the tracks, I think. Okay. And I'm about to reorganize all those furnaces too, because I don't like the way they're laid out. I've actually got them laid out kind of similar in my other world, but I want them a little bit more organized. I want all this stuff organized. We're actually going to have the furnaces a ways off. Once I have a bit of iron plates, we're going to have the furnaces a ways off from the... we'll do it right there. I'll be fine. We're going to have it a ways off from where it mines, so it actually gets sent off, I think. But this is all just day one stuff. Okay, so now that stuff's in place, let me go ahead and order a bunch of conveyors. I'm going to want a bunch of those. And then let me order another electric mining drill. And I think we're probably good on power for a while. Yeah. Right now I think I've only got like 3 steam setups in my other world, so it doesn't take many. And I want to run power down towards the coal area. That's what I want to do. Okay. So we'll run it right down to there. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull up this and this. And we're going to set down our electric mining drill right there. Okay. And then these conveyors, we're going to go ahead and start pulling out... oh, it's mining up iron right now. Really? Why is it mining? Why is it mining iron? I don't want iron. Okay. Fine, we'll set it right there then. Okay, I'm going to clean off those. Alright, so now we're back in business. And I'm just going to bring this coal up. Let's go ahead and... I don't have access to splitters right now, or I'd probably split it. But I need to keep all of this area over here powered. So I'm going to go ahead and just order a whole bunch more conveyors. And I need more copper plates and I can make more electric miners. So now we're at the point where it pretty much keeps you busy. Like you've got everything coming in. I still need to get stone automated. That's actually probably top of my priority list as well. I'm going to start needing stone. Not a ton of it, but I am going to start needing it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and run that copper out. And I think we're actually going to maybe set up another... Wait, that's a burner mining drill. I don't want that thing. I need to get coal ran over to here where my boilers are set up. Because I hate filling those things. Like, I hate it. And I need to start pulling, like, the plates out of... Yeah, look at all that copper backing up over here. Let's go ahead and... We'll just run this stuff over. And I know I'm going to want to bring it up. And let's set up inserter right. See, this is why I hate this layout. Because I'm going to have an inserter... Well, I tell you what I can do, actually. Yeah. For now. We're going to change this, I think. We're going to do an inserter setting right there. Let me order a bunch more of those. I think one of the first techs that we go for is that, like, really long inserter, because that thing is really, really nice. Like the long arm, or I can't remember what it's called. It's actually one of the early researches I went for in my other world, so probably won't be until like next episode before we actually get into like research. But all right, we'll go ahead and plug that up, and that's going to keep these stocked up with coal. Now the only bad thing is I don't have anything extracting the iron plates at the moment. I'm going to have to do that manually, but that's not too bad in truth. And then this is what I hate when you don't have a splitter. I tell you what we'll do. We'll just put an arm right there that grabs that coal. This is kind of what you got to do until you get a splitter, I think. Okay, this will work out perfect. Because we're going to run this up over like that. You go through these conveyors like so fast. This is actually one of the early things that I automated in the other world was conveyors, because I found myself using these things like non-stop. Oh, these power cables are going to get in the way. I'm going to have to reorganize this. That's fine. We're going to put that right there. So these have got power, and they can supply this with coal. Awesome. Okay, so the iron is running non-stop. Like early automation, when you don't have underground conveyors or splitters or anything for that matter, it's great. Okay, so now I need a whole bunch more of these. Like a whole lot of them. And we are going to... And actually... Let me order an inserter. Okay, I'm going to set up an inserter... Like another inserter right here. That's going to take coal, and of course it's just right out of the power range there. It's going to take coal and add it to another conveyor belt, and we're going to run this over, and this has got to go to our power area. And then it's going to come up again to the furnaces. So, what I should probably do is have like one main line that runs the coal, and then like one main line that runs the coal, and then hands that pick it off and add it to, you know, the subsequent. Because honestly, this is going to get... well, really, this should keep up because it's not like we're burning through coal like crazy fast in the furnaces. But the boiler does use coal pretty fast, actually. So, and let me just order a few more inserters and all that stuff. Go ahead and set that up. Connect up some power to it. And connect that conveyor over. And then I'm just going to bring that conveyor line up. By the way, we can make roads. We are going to do that. I don't even have, you know, I don't even have stone being mined yet. It's terrible. And set that up. Okay, I'm going to need a few more of those. And there we go. It's going to start moving coal over to that. And then once it gets to this arm, it's going to go into our boiler for us. And then we're going to bring coal even further up. And once we get... I'm not going to worry too much about the way these are laid out. It's very just all over the place with the conveyors and stuff right now. We will sort this once we get like underground pipes and splitters. It's a little bit easier to do that. Oh, there is 200 copper plates. We'll take it. I need to go down there and get the copper plates out of here. We might, like I said, it'll probably be next episode, but once we start getting into research, I know we're going to go straight for, like, better furnaces and better conveyors and optics. I like optics. I like having those lamps at night because it helps out so much. So, alright, I'm going to have to run these right back in through there. So I'm going to go ahead and put a arm down right there. We're going to have this come up and see right over here stone. So we'll have most of what we need ran over there. So the coal is just going to come straight up, and then we're going to have like an arm setting right there that pulls it off and tosses it on that conveyor belt. And then I'm going to need... I'll go ahead and just order a bunch of these because this is another thing you go through pretty quick is power poles. There we go. That's sending it over, and then we'll do our arm setting right there is fine. Okay, so coal should be going over to our copper smelting. We still have to manually collect everything for now, but that's fine. And then we need to get ourselves, finally, it's time to get an electric mining drill. Let me get another, I'm just going to get one furnace for this. It's actually all the stone I've got at the moment. And we'll bring the coal down a little bit further to like right there. Bring our power over. Mining drill sitting right there. And the stone comes out. And then right here, I want to go ahead and make, like, maybe just one iron chest for now. And we'll go ahead and just put this down. Inserter. And then we're going to have a furnace setting right here. An inserter setting right there, which of course it's right out of power range. So we'll go ahead and plug that up. That's going to feed stone into our stone furnace, and then I'm going to need one more inserter. And we need to feed coal into the stone furnace. And that way we'll have stone blocks. And of course it's right out of power range. Always right out of power range. Okay. There we go. So that's now running, and it's going to create stone bricks for us. And then these stone bricks, you need a bunch of these before you can actually do much of anything with them. But we can make roads now. So if I want to, like, there we go. And you get a 30% movement boost on there. Which is useful. Like, it bumps it up to 130%. Let's go ahead and get another inserter. And let's get another iron chest. And we'll go ahead and set that up. So it's going to fill this with stone bricks. And then this is going to get filled up with stone. That's great. That is great. And this is all backed up on coal over here. And that means that we should actually be able to make a lab right now, I should think. Or start making labs. So I can't remember if... Is the research for... we can't make the assembling machine until we actually research this. It's going to take 40 science packs. Alright, so we should... maybe go ahead and get on that. So we've actually got a lot of iron plates coming in, like a lot. I'm pretty happy with this. It took us a little bit longer to get started than I was anticipating, but it's actually not too bad. We're going to go ahead and queue up a couple labs, and let's queue up all of the science packs that we can get. Shift click. We want 65 of them. Because I'm just going to dump all my resources right now into getting automation unlocked. Then we're going to automate science packs. And then the game begins, I guess. Okay, so we got our very first lab. Let's go ahead and set this up. And I'm going to put it, for right now, once we get better conveyors and stuff, this is all going to get reorganized. But we're going to put the lab right there. Louis Philippe X Adams Baron is the name of our lab. Oh yeah, that's backed up on coal going to the boiler. And then this is backing up. That's all backed up. That's beautiful. Coal's like steadily backing up, see? And it's gonna eventually be backed all the way back up to probably the coal mine. And how many resources? We got 16,000 that's got left to mine. Basically, it can mine that big square. And like all these power pipes and stuff, that's the effective range of them. So, okay, we got another lab here. Let's go ahead and toss this thing down. It's crafting the gears that I need, and then it's going to make our science packs for us. Or it's going to start making them. Alright, so let's go ahead and queue up our very first research, the automation. I want to queue up that. And we're going to go ahead and take these science pack ones. We're going to split them up into these for now. This isn't a very effective... Honestly, I can probably make do with like one lab. This is going to speed it up a little bit. You can see our research progressions going up. So there we go. It's going to be a whole lot easier come next episode. But luckily, I'm able to craft enough science packs right now to get it done. It's just going to take time. It's really what it's going to take. But next episode, we'll get that done, and we will automate next episode as well. Automate this entire process. Because I came to discover really, really quick, like this automation research actually doesn't take that long. But some of the later ones, they do take a long time. We're still good on electricity? Yes. We're probably going to want to bump it up, though, to a second steam engine here soon, especially with those laboratories running, and they're going to be running 24/7, and we're going to bump it up to probably like 5 or 6 of those things. We're definitely going to want it. Okay, but anyways, I know it's about wrapping up point for this episode, so I am going to end it out here, and then next episode we will continue on. So, I know this has been requested for a while. I know I'm like a super noob at this. I do apologize. I've only been playing it for a little while. So, but next episode, like I said, we will get into research automation and getting further into research, and I want to get better conveyors. The underground conveyors and the splitters and all that fun stuff, and then we can really start kind of cleaning this up and making things look organized, putting down roads and lights, and then expanding from there. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay up to date with when new videos come out. And just a heads up, Factorio, I'm pretty much addicted to this, so it's probably going to be maybe like a daily thing. We'll see. I'm imagining it's probably going to be like a daily thing because I'm not going to do a whole lot of stuff between episodes, I don't think, with this. Because it's like constantly doing things on here. And just constantly expanding is what it seems like. So it'll probably be like a daily thing because I'm pretty hooked on this, I'll be honest. So anyways, I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time.